gentlemen, this is the 5th episode of Renegade Radio. I am Jacob Tomer. Joining me, as always, is my tag team partner,
Steve Glunt.
And Steve, it was a huge weekend, as always, as it always seems. RCW is always outdoing itself.
Pay-per-view weekend, one of the biggest pay-per-views in recent memory.
Absolutely. But we have to start out with the breaking news in RCW. A lot of roster changes. And let's start out by listing the people who are no longer affiliated with RCW. Of course, Jason Michaels, after a pretty good start.
Yeah, he was instantly getting a shot at the Outlaw title, or a chance to earn a shot, rather. Then he just kind of faded into obscurity, and he's gone.
And then also, Madden Insane, also another very good start, thrusted into the mid-card level in RCW, got a title shot, and then just after losing to Joseph Steele and then Crazy Clown, that's it for Madden Insane.
This was a very talented individual. And I just have to ask, for firing this guy, is RCW mad? Are they insane? It's just a ridiculous move to get rid of such a promising young competitor.
One thing that I am shedding many tears over is that the Fran Cry and Rage, is no longer on the RCW roster. And I wondered how long he was going to stick around. He seemed to be one of those Chuck Palumbo guys that's just employed by the company, but you don't really see him that much.
He kind of looks like Chuck Palumbo, too.
A little bit. And either way, they're both tools. But, Cry and Rage, no longer. One of the best records in RCW, now no longer there. So, Jason Toombs finally has the top spot in the wins column. And I'm sure he's happy about that. And then this one sent shockwaves through RCW. Marcus Williams died, of course. And a man who once was his... Let's call Marcus Williams Vince McMahon, and let's call this guy Eric Bischoff. He was the Eric Bischoff to Marcus Williams, and that guy is Fong Goulet. Fong Goulet joins the company after Marcus's death, and then that's it. He's gone.
He compiles an 0-2 record, losing two triple threat matches to the likes of people like the Southside Creep.
Yeah, I would have retired too.
Fong Goulet, must say, a little bit past his prime.
Couldn't hang with the big boys in RCW. But, and then these are the ones that really, really hit the locker room very hard. Speaking of Marcus Williams' death, man who killed Brian Sellis, now in trouble for possibly killing Marcus Williams. Scott Starr is in jail and no longer in RCW.
Well,
he had such a promising start. The guy was nowhere near a joke.
Not even close to being a joke. And Scott Starr, he made his way onto the roster in a pretty controversial fashion.
Very crafty-like.
He's quite the crafty critter.
Indeed.
But Scott Starr, he didn't wait for Brian Sellis to get sick to take his roster spot. He walked right in and he just murdered the man.
He took it.
In cold blood. Murdered the man in the center of the ring. And now he's going to pay the consequences for his actions.
I don't believe it was in the center of the ring, but regardless, yeah. Both Scott Starr and Brian Sellis have been taken away from us. But then this one, sometimes I felt like they were the same person. I never really saw them together, per se.
Well, they hated each other.
That's true. But nothing ever really developed between the two. A guy once known as Black Velvet, and then changed his name, found God, became a father, going by his Quentin Pimpin, and becoming who he was once again, and Adrian Hughes, Father Adrian Hughes, gone from the company. And speculation has it that a little boy may have been responsible for having him removed.
How could a little boy end the career of a professional wrestler?
I don't know. I'll let you work that one out on your own time there. But also, the man that we were alluding to, that bastard Megaton, tired, just sick and tired of being under Scorch's watch, should I say?
The rumor is something about the RCW wellness policy, maybe a violation.
I mean, the guy was huge. He was definitely a freak of nature out there. I mean, both physically, mentally, and just all the above.
Megaton was a beast. RCW's going to miss the man.
He was rarely a bitch.
And what does that mean for the RCW tag team titles?
Yeah, Scorch, I mean, perhaps we'll have a one-night-only defense, or maybe Scorch is going to have to fend for himself and hold both tag team straps. I believe that's been done once before. Not in RCW, but in other federations. I believe that has been done before, and the reference escapes me. But with every death, there comes rebirth. Panic 420, Roberto Deanless, Schizophrenia. I'm sorry, that's Panic 420, actually. Not Schizophrenia, and then T8H, the American Hero. All these guys will be receiving tryout matches, see what they can do for RCW, and if they can't hang with us, then they're going to see the door as well.
Did you mention Mud?
Mud? No, I did not mention Mud.
There's a new talent in RCW that goes by the name of Mud. And we also have Dominic Straight Mackin Johnson added to the roster.
Well, that sounds like a pimp.
These are after the departures of Scott Starr, Adrian Hughes, and Megaton. These spots are already being filled by new superstars, Mud and Dominic Johnson.
And then finally, this one shocked the world. Do you know what that is?
Sounds like a theme song.
It's hurt, and it's so bad, and he left. Now, he's better than ever for the third time, I believe. Or second time around. I don't know, but he's back this time. And I'm sure things will be different this time around, because he's ready to be a world champion, just like everyone else is. Troy, the Baller Frank.
That you can take to the bank.
The motherfucking bank. How do you feel about the Baller?
Baller is, I believe, maybe the most talented wrestler in the history of RCW.
Well, he'd tell you that himself. Is he putting you up to this?
Absolutely not. But I know that in his career he has had a history of some distractions that have never enabled him to reach his full potential in the company. So we'll see. Like you said, this time around, things are going to change. Baller claims what he thinks is rightfully his, the RCW World title. During his time gone, he was world champion in some other companies, but now he's back with the cream of the crop, back with the big boys. We'll see what he can do.
And, yeah, I mean, we will see what he can do. Regarded as one of the best people to ever cut a promo in RCW, and I'm sure he'll deliver some handiwork when it comes to getting behind the line.
You know, and Marcus Williams was rolling over in his grave. The late Marcus Williams was rolling over in his grave whenever Fongoulet got signed. Now he's dancing 6 feet under with the Baller coming back.
Absolutely.